What's up, guys? Hey, Alex. How's it going? I feel like I've seen you somewhere before today. I'm not sure where. I mean, earlier today. Anyway, look what's all bagged up. Is that what I did? That's what I did last night. Yay. So, nice thing about what I did last night was I bagged it up pre-sorted. So, we're gonna save time on that. That's what we're working on. Right there. And we're gonna compare it to the Venator we built yesterday out of Boba's Boba Fett Starfighter. So, I have a feeling generally the one we built yesterday looks better, but only from the top. This one's gonna have a bottom. So I think this is designed by the same guy who did the Star Destroyer that we built on Monday. That had top and bottom and looked good from all angles. So that's what this will have over the one we built yesterday. That one from yesterday was only top down. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn my music down. Thanks. Appreciate that. How well was the ducking happening with the compression? Was the music going down when I was talking? It's supposed to. It almost shouldn't matter how loud the music is. Of course it does, but for understanding me, it almost shouldn't matter. Don't think it was working? Alrighty. I'll check out the VOD later. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Pre-sorted. It's a lot of pieces, but they're pre-sorted. I think there's 900, maybe 900 pieces in this set. I don't remember. What did I say? Don't you start with me. Unless you're serious. Dang it. Is that moderator trolling streamer, or can you really not hear me? The old case of the moderator trolling the streamer. Oh my goodness, that's too full. Look how too full that is. I'm not going to be able to find anything in there. And ugh, that's awful. I'm going to have to do something about that. We can't look through those pieces like that. It's full up to the rim here. So if I just start digging, they'll fall out. That's no good. So we'll fix that. And let's dump these out onto the plasticware lid. That's going to be too many for this too, but oh well. At least that's only 1 to 2 layers deep. This is like 6 layers deep of pieces. That's not going to work. So we'll get out the other tray. Problem with this tray is that the edge of the tray is very shallow. But on the last IKEA trip, it didn't have these with the nice, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 centimeters at least deep. This is like 1 centimeter deep. It's really shallow. All right. Something like this for now. That's gonna be much easier to find pieces this way though. Okay. And I have to take the instructions off screen because this is a paid set of instructions. Up on Rebrickable, this if you have set 75375, the MIDI Millennium Falcon, you can purchase a whole bunch of really cool designs by this person called CreationCaravan. His real name is Brad Barber. He puts it right on everything. You can buy these. These are for sale up there, but I can't show them on screen because I bought them. And wait, that's audio. Hold on. There we go. My bad. The music probably cut out for just a second there. So yeah, if you look up sets by number on Rebrickable, just look up if you have this set, Millennium Falcon set 75375, just go up to Rebrickable and search that number out, and it'll bring you to that set, and you can look up the alt builds for that set, and there's a whole bunch of them for this set, and at least 8 by just this one designer alone. So just gotta call my sister, be back soon, no problem. Do not tell your sister hi from the internet, weirdo. She wasn't going to anyway, don't worry. So, we're gonna jump right in here. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I always show the instructions when I'm building either Lego sets or sets with free instructions. Lego sets are all available online at lego.com for free. So I can show those without any worries. And all of the sets that are free up on Rebrickable, I show those on screen, but can't show this one. Hey, Brixplorium, how you doing? Nice to see ya. We are making another, today's your off day. Nice. Well, feel free to hang out or lurk or whatever you want to do. We are building another Venator Star Destroyer today. We built one yesterday, but that was out of a different set. Yesterday we built one out of Boba Fett's starship. And we still have it right back there, so we can compare it to this one when we're done. Went to go get lunch and my car wouldn't start. I had to call tow truck and DoorDash my lunch. That sucks. Hope your car situation gets resolved without costing $1 zillion. Hopefully it only costs like $500 million. Oh, like that. Okay. What'd you get for lunch though? That's what I need to know. At least I got some tasty Jollibee So happy they opened a few locations in the Chicagoland area. Okay, now you have to tell me what Jollibee is. Fast food? I mean, I think that's a pretty good guess, but I don't know. I do not know. I assume that's a chain. Yeah, a few locations, you said. Not going to be in there. It's going to be in here. Fast food chain based in Philippines. Oh, wow. I wonder if there's any in Oakland. So do they have like sisig or any kind of other Philippine dishes there, done fast food style? I don't know almost anything at all about Filipino food. There's a Thai fusion burrito place, which is part of a chain here in Oakland, called Senor Sisig. I've had that and that's delicious. That's the closest I've gotten. Fried chicken, spaghetti, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and ube, purple yam pie. Ooh, wow. Okay, sounds good to me. I'm sold. That was easy. But yeah, these fusion burritos are sisig burritos, and they're pretty yummy. And Alex has returned. Learned about that from Prophet DNA. Aw yeah. Eric's in the house. How you doing, Eric? Nice to see you. Thank you for that show. Appreciate that, Alex. How are you doing, Eric? Hope you're well. We're building another Venator starship. 2 days in a row. Different designer, and it comes from a different model. Yesterday's Venator was built from set 75312. That's Boba Fett's starship. Today's set is another set built from the MIDI Millennium Falcon set 75375, like the one we did on Monday. And the one we did on Monday looks kind of like this right now. In fact, that is it. And here, and here, and there. That's what I did last night. We blew up the Star Destroyer from Monday. It happens. And this one will probably get blown up tonight or tomorrow night, depending on what I decide to build tomorrow. But I'll probably have to make that decision tonight, because if I decide to build something from this set, I'll have to destroy this before the stream starts tomorrow. And it takes a little minute to because nice thing I did for my future self and for this stream was I sorted it. I sorted it while I disassembled it, so no sorting today. I just poured stuff in trays. Voila. So that was nice. So that's why we're into building this far 20 minutes in, which is very unusual for me. Usually don't build for the first 20 minutes or so because I'm sorting. Even if it's a brand new set. Have tried to mock your own Star Wars ships? No, not Star Wars ships. I have not. I used to make my own spaceships, which I haven't done for, you know, since I was a kid. So I probably tried to do something, you know, X-Wing fighter-ish when I was a kid. I don't have specific memories of that. But when I was a kid, it was the 70s and 80s, so there was no such thing as Star Wars Lego yet. So yeah, if you wanted an X-Wing fighter, you had to make your own. But yeah, I used to build lots of mocks, you know, just random spaceships. And I would like to do that again, maybe on stream sometime. Maybe on stream sometime. Not doing great. Bedtime soon though. How are you, Eric? Gonna go to bed soon. Going to bed early. Alex, still feeling under the weather, so to speak. Although I figured out earlier that just means you're standing outside, right? Under the weather. These guys. I hope you got some good rest. Yeah, get some good rest then. Yeah. You're very sore, but it's all good. Just normal shit for me. I actually slept well last night, which isn't exactly normal for me, but I'll take it. Joe's back at school tomorrow, so I have to be up early. Gotcha. Yes. Going forward, I might be able to start LEGO streams a little bit earlier. Kind of changing the schedule just a bit. Next week is the first week of October, and we'll be switching things up schedule-wise for me. I think next week, starting next week, we'll be doing LEGO just 3 days a week, and I'll be able to get started a little bit earlier. Just finished the ube pie. Oh, the ube pie. Is that how you say it? Ube? I don't know. So good. It was a euphoric experience. Man, you've sold me. I was already sold. Now I really want some. I'll have to go look for it. Joby, what? What was it? Joby something? Jolie or Jollibee? Jollibee. I said it wrong the first time. Jollibee, I think. All right. I think I'm all caught up here. Jollibee, nice. Joby, something? Joby. We'll just say Joby something. What is that? What did I just say? What did I just say? Deep, how are you? Nice to see ya. New schedule. Is this from now on or just for October? Probably for now on. Yeah, I think so. And this week I was doing Fallout streams. I'm still gonna keep doing Fallout streams in the morning, and then LEGO streams in the afternoon. But starting next week, I think I'll just be doing Lego only, getting started a little bit earlier, and that'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Fallout on Tuesday. I might eventually phase Fallout out altogether. We'll see. We'll see. Not a ton of people watch the Fallout streams. And it might be just because they're earlier than I normal stream. I don't know. What are these stars, Alex? What stars? Yes, hope you're less sore soon. I do too, Eric. I understand it being normal shit though. Same shit, different day. Yep, exactly. Heiku! Heiku's here. How you doing, Heiku? Hey, Devin's back. Again, Twitch. I didn't get JH's notification. Thanks. Thanks, Twitch. Good job, Twitch. Do you not like it as much? Fallout? Oh, I love playing Fallout. I play it every day. I play it every day no matter if I stream it or not. It's just, I think less people are interested in seeing me stream that rather compared to Lego. So, I'll still probably do pop-up Fallout streams. Maybe I'll stick to Tuesdays. We'll see how it goes. The Censura? What's that? And hey, Devin. There's a Hollybee in Hayward. Alright, well there's also why did I say Hollybee? Jollibee. Because of Hayward. There's a Jollibee in Jayward. There's also a used Lego store down there, Bork Bork. So maybe when I have some money to spend on Lego and I go down to Hayward for that, we'll stop into Jollibee. That's good info. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. And also, Alex didn't get the notification. I don't know what's going on, but thank you, Twitch, for doing that. That's super helpful for small streamers. I think it's because the other stream was so recent. Maybe so. Maybe Twitch is like, all right, you can't just keep like starting new streams all day, buddy. Because the Fallout stream was like barely over an hour. It's like an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. It wasn't even 90 minutes. You're good. Good to hear, Heiku. Nice. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. It's a week of Mondays apparently, but apparently next week is all Fridays. So I don't know how it works. I didn't invent it. I did invent it. I see another face. Uh-oh. Devin, don't look at my face. It's not finished yet. Call. Alex has a call. Thank you for the bork, Eric. Appreciate that. And Heiku got a bork in there too. It's fine. We still have yet to catch up to all his borks. There's another Jollibee in Vallejo, where there's a Brickmania. See? This is awesome information. So when I go to Brick by Brick in Hayward, I can go to the Jollibee there. And when I go to the Brickmania in Vallejo, which are just about the same distances, the Vallejo is a little bit further. Bit further, but I can get Jollibee each time. That's really awesome. The only notifications I get is when you're playing Fallout. Maybe it's just because, like Alex said earlier, maybe it's because you got the notification for Fallout, and then when I went live with Lego, it was too soon after the Fallout stream, and I don't know. Like some sort of anti-spam mechanism. Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong part. It's just the 1x8. Show you the Formula 1 cars. Will do. Hold on here. Let me make some room. We're gonna look at the Formula 1 cars. Those are alt builds from Rebrickable. We need to make room because they're big. They're big boys. Then we'd be looking forward to next week of Friday. Yeah. So all we got to do is get through this week of Mondays. I don't know why it's all Mondays this week, but it is. And then next week is all Fridays, just because I decided it. Ooh, look at this. Uh-oh, what did I knock off? Where did that even go? Right there. I think that goes there like that. There we go. So this is a pretty nice one. This is made out of the Porsche 911. What set is that? 42096, if I remember correctly. It's a pretty nice one. This is pretty nice, but this one gets outclassed by the one that's made from the Ferrari, the 488 Ferrari. Did you use the shell spoiler for your Formula cars? No. You remember that, huh? Boom. There's the shell spoiler. Spoiler alert! Sorry. You support my decision to make next week Friday? Thank you. Hey weirdos, what up, Scotty? How you doing? I happen to know for a fact. You have that spoiler, do you, Scotty? Were you here when we were talking about that? I guess you weren't, because I didn't know you had it. Did you get some shell sets? I think this is one of the ones that they sold at Shell, or it might be one of the licensed ones they sold in as kits too. Yep, look out, it's Scotty. Watch out, guys. Gotta go, off to work here. Be back soon. All right, Scott. See you soon. Mr. Scott. To move stuff out of the way. That was Mr. Scott. I'll give him a shout, because if you're not following Scotty, then you should be following Scotty. It came in a drag race set from the 80s. I have the set. You still have the set? That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so here's one of them. This one wins the prize though, and it doesn't even, it's too big to even fit entirely on the screen, so I'll have to switch cameras. This one is made from the Ferrari 488 GTE set. That's like set 42123 or something like that. I don't think I have that right. That one I don't have right. The other ones I think I've gotten right today. But let me show you on the bigger camera. It's longer and better. That's what she said. Hold on. Let me switch cameras. Look at this. Is that not beautiful? And of course, the steering works, of course, from the steering wheel. And the the pistons pop in the back when the wheel spins. Can't really see it because this is a, oh yeah, you can see it's a V6, so you should be able to see it a little bit. Other wheel, I don't remember. Anyway, pistons pop and the whole routine. It's a really nice model. And it needs to be taken apart relatively soon because I'm going to build a Batman tumbler out of it. So Devin asked to look at these. These are the Formula One cars. Both rebrickable sets. I think this one was free, and I think I paid a few bucks for this one, maybe $5 or so. So there you go. Let me get back to chat here. All right. Let me drive the Formula One once in a while. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You're a licensed Formula One driver, right, Devin? Of course you are. Of course you are. They is pretty, isn't they? Man, I like them a lot. And the Ferrari one wins the prize. It's just, that's my favorite alt build I've ever done from Rebrickable. It's so good. So good. It was totally worth paying whatever I paid. I think it was $5. So when you pay for instructions over there, generally, you know, they're going to be pretty high quality in general. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Magic bean broth is great as usual. My local roaster right down the street, 2 blocks down the street, can almost see him from here, is super good. Like, actually my favorite roaster. So, and I also have my favorite brewer like a block and a half that way. Coffee that way, 2 blocks. The best IPA in the world that way, a block and a half. I'm not complaining. You got any bean juice? I assume you're drinking your bean soup, your bean broth, as it were. This is already feeling very sturdy. Just finished 42171. Your formula cars look nice. Thanks, Riggs. Thank you. Which 42171? Can't think of which one that is. Which one is that? I've returned. Mom called to see what the school had said. Nice. So she got the good news. That's good. Okay. The Mercedes Formula Ones. Ooh, large size. Ooh, I would love to build that. That's the big boy, right? Like bigger than the Porsche 911 and the Ferrari. Oh, here we go. Okay. And the Ferrari 488 GTE. Those are the same scale, but there's one scale bigger than that, and that's the Mercedes, right? That has some intense mechanical parts to it. I really would love to build it. It's a lot of fun, yes. A deal through Costco. See, we need to get a Costco membership. It pays for itself in Lego. Nice. I just have Folgers. My wife and I did some research and won't be buying Folgers any longer because they are not fair trade. Yeah, I don't think so at all. Or Rainforest Alliance, meaning there's a good chance of slave labor. Yep. Forced labor or low-wage workers. Yep, and yep. Plus, pretty much, you know, you're gonna get better coffee if you get something that's more local, more, you know, a smaller roaster, a small local roaster that's gonna be delicious, most likely, and not very tasty. That's the thing about Folgers. I used to get Folgers just when it was on sale, and it was like, okay, well, that's coffee, just like barely. It serves as a coffee kind of substitute. Same reason we stopped buying Hershey's and Nestle. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know about Nestle. Yeah, no, yes, Nestle. It was Hershey I've never heard about. For sure, Nestle. But, you know, that's kind of not the greatest quality candy anyway, so. What are you really missing out? So this is a gravity move until we plop that 2x8 on there. Is it a 2x8? Yeah. Yeah, I did not know about Hershey's. I knew about Nestle's been kind of a bad guy for a while, I think. Like a long time. Interesting. If you go to Aldi, all of their coffee and chocolate products are fair trade or Rainforest Alliance. Oh, nice. Trader Joe's is a no-go because they dropped the two. Did they? Huh. I used to, like, years ago, I used to get coffee at Trader Joe's. I haven't for many years, though. Let's see here. I was just going to put Joe to bed, and he's decided he wants a snack. Of course! Of course he does. I mean, to be honest, I kind of do too, so I can relate to him. Uh-oh, watch out! Seatbelts! Uh-oh, careful! Put your seatbelt on, Devin. Hope you got your seatbelt on. You okay, Devin? My goodness. You wearing your seatbelt? What about you? Yeah, I was wearing my seatbelt. I knew what you meant. Yeah, I'm okay. I survived. It's fine. Like that. Okay. Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. That's a hell of a crash, and it surprises me every time. Really, does it? I'm playing Fortnite with my girlfriend. That's a good thing to do. Couples that play together stay together. Sorry, I'm just being goofy. I mean, it's probably true. Okay. Don't force you to flamenco, you. Ban me. Alright, you are officially banned. I dub thee banned. Deep. There. I did a verbal ban. It's a verbal ban. So you can come back whenever you want, just let me know. How are the trains by you today? Haven't heard any yet. Haven't you? I don't know. They're kind of in, like, I don't really hear them anymore. They're just background noise. Like, you know. I don't know. Out of 10 trains that drive by, Deep banned himself. Out of 10 trains that drive by, I may notice 1 or 2, maybe. He's having Cheez-It. Cheez-It snaps. I like Cheez-Its. Choo choo. Yep, you can do train sounds. Well, the birds were in the song. Yeah, it was in the music deep. There ain't no birds chirping today. It's kind of a gloomy, overcast day. I think it's going to be warm. That's normal for the Bay Area, and it usually burns off. Not usually, but... Well, yeah, most of the time. Let's see here. We can get a train sound in here. Uh-oh, but it only has one eye. There. Here's a train sound for you. I have steam engines, but there is a real Amtrak that does drive by. You may have heard it before. I don't know what the deal is, why we haven't heard a train yet today. Train while meleeing deep. .exe. I love it. That's funny. I think Alex would have liked that one. Alex, did you see that? Are you busy giving snacks to the little gremlin? I thought it was funny. Okay. Okay. I see what we're doing here. I really do wish I could show the instructions here. If you want to read along, you can go buy them at Rebrickable. Just look up 75375. This is one of the alt builds by CreationCaravan. If you have this set and you like doing alt builds, so far I'd recommend it. As far as this creator's designs. When the trains come by, we do the. Can we do the locomotion? Yes, you can do whatever you want to. Carole King version, not Kylie Minogue. I didn't even know Kylie Minogue did a version. Actually, that sounds familiar now that you... Like a super glossy 90s version? Or is it more recent than that? Well, what do we got? Stretch! Alright. I do need to stretch out just a bit. Let me get myself a stretch. And a real life hydrate. He's taken some and wandered off. The gremlin has wandered off. Alright. Kylie Minogue did a cover in the 80s. Wow, she's been around a while, hasn't she? Late 80s though, right? Because she was mostly hitting in the 90s, wasn't she? Anyway, I think she had some aughts hits, and she's probably still going. Who knows? I gotta stretch, though. Ooh. Pop my shoulder, pop my back. Ooh. Popped another. Ah. Nice. Popped my back and shoulders out all over the place. That's a lot of relief. Thank you for that shout there. And Brickman, how you doing? Heading to my grandparents' house now, and then on Friday to Sunday we'll be at the convention and live. Nice. Which convention? TwitchCon is over, right? Which convention are you going to? I'm trying to think of which ones are going on right now. I don't know. I'm not up on my conventions. Is it a brick convention? have no plans to be traveling anywhere in the next several months, or like any travel plans at all. Which is fine. I happen to like where I live, so that's fine. I don't need to go anywhere for a while. Searching intensifies. We need 2 1x1 tiles that are dark gray. There's one. There's another one. These are called shin plasters. Have you had taught me? Have you had a tough time with your leg muscles? I have. If you want to know the truth, I have shin splints. I have bad knees. All of it. Also, I used to play a lot of football as a kid, so we would wear shin guards. So all sorts of shin stuff going on. And that just means a form of currency that's not worth anything. Really, is what that means. What that word means. You can look it up. I didn't make that up. I do tend to make stuff up, but I didn't make that up. You're the only one who's ever mentioned anything about it, which is really surprising because it's an odd word. That's why I chose it. Just because it's a really strange word that means exactly what it's supposed to mean. Not every word means exactly what it's supposed to mean. And I'm not sure what that sentence was supposed to mean, so have fun with it. Deep is commenting on my channel points, in case you didn't know. I also wanted to have something unique. I didn't want to call my channel points like, you know, caps like in Fallout, because other people have already used that, or like studs, or, you know, pieces like other Lego piece streamers might choose. I wanted something slightly unique, so I went overboard with the uniqueness. Quick call Webster. Yeah, I don't know how to. There's probably no way to find out what words mean on the internet. Maybe somebody has an actual dictionary book. I always like the Venator shape. Yeah, just a bit different than the rest. It's like an arrow. It's like an arrowhead. And then it even has like a bit of the like arrow shaft sticking out of the back, right? So it just always kind of reminded me of the, yeah, like a big huge arrowhead, which is a cool shape right off the bat. I see what's going on here. So we have the one we built yesterday, and we'll compare the two against each other when we're done building this one. And I already know what to expect. Wasted 100 points. It's not much, but every step far away from the wall of eye is a point. You don't want to be on the wall of eyes, Deep? Is it too scary? In my day, we had the World Encyclopedia set. No doubt, right? You'd receive one volume at a time in the mail. Yeah, we had some kind of garbage encyclopedias, and then we had those. What are those kids encyclopedias? What were those called? We had a set of those. It might have been something like Children's Almanac or something crazy silly like that. Anyway, they were like kids encyclopedias that weren't very good, but I remember looking up stuff in, encyclopedias in libraries and stuff, like you would use the internet today. I used to do that a lot. But if it wasn't in your encyclopedia you had at home, and you couldn't check out an encyclopedia, that was it. You could maybe call a librarian, but who's going to do that? Yes, the Children's Britannica, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I can't remember. I think the ones we had were Children's Almanac. I think that's actually what they were branded, the brand name. I don't remember. But yes, the Britannica, for sure. And they had a children's one, right? Joe appears to like the Cheez-Its. He came back wild-eyed and demanding more. Well, that's a hit. Nice. I love Cheez-Its. But it has to be Cheez-Its. With the Z, Cheez-Its, not Cheese Nips. No thank you on the Cheese Nips. They put way too much sugar in those. And the Cheez-Its generally use kind of a sourdough flavor with the cheese, which tastes tangier. I think they do that. Anyway, it tastes tangy, more like a sourdough kind of flavor, and the Cheese Nips are just too sweet. I don't know why people like those. Taco Bell has, or had, the giant Cheez-It tostada. Oh man, I missed out on that. I still get Nacho Grande, whatever they're called, tacos, the nacho tacos. I mean, I only go to Taco Bell maybe once or twice a year, but I do like those those ridiculous Dorito tacos. That's what they are. Dorito tacos. Hey, what are we just... Oh! Heiku just redeemed Wall of Eyes. And let me make a note of this. Heiku is ×2 on the Wall of Eyes now. I'll make a note of that, and we'll get ×2 up there after the stream. Thank you, Heiku. Appreciate that redemption. That means Heiku has been watching for 10,000 channel points and just blew them all on a Wall of Eyes redemption. I do not like the cheese and chili ones. There's not much cheese flavor to them. Yeah, I don't. If I wanted chili flavor, I wouldn't get Cheez-Its. I'd get like some sort of corn chips or something, like, you know. Doritos actually makes some good spicy ones. They probably don't have them outside of the US, maybe even outside of the West Coast, I don't know. But the Tapatio flavored ones, yum yum. Tapatio's good hot sauce, and so the Doritos Tapatio flavor is good, and it's got a little tiny bit of a kick to it. I need 9K more to get on the Wall of Eyes. Well, just keep hanging out. You could get them points by lurking too, even when you're not watching. There's a pro tip. Alright, gathering the pieces for the next step here. They've just started selling them in the corner shop, and I thought I'd try them. Not a fan. Yeah, the chili and Cheez-Its. I don't think I'd be a fan of that. I don't know, maybe after several beers, but you know, you're pretty much a fan of anything salty after several beers. Ah, I see what's happening there. Okay. Lots of connectors going on. But if I don't watch, I miss out on the true GH experience. Oh no, I'm just saying, like, even when you can't watch, you could still throw a lurk up. That's all I was saying. I was saying, you don't get anything more out of not watching me. I'm just saying, when you don't have time to watch, you can still get channel points. Is this right? Feels like that's not going to work, but okay. Let's do it. They aren't really salty either. They just straight spice, really. Interesting. So if they, you know, held off on the salt and they're not very cheesy, that's silly. I think that's silly. Oh, also, I'm not suggesting anyone get a sub. That's not what I'm suggesting. But you do earn channel points faster if you have a sub. I stayed subbed to one streamer for months and months and months and months back when I was employed to try to get this one channel point redemption that costs 1 million channel points. And I had already redeemed one that cost 400,000 channel points. And then there was one that I was working towards. And I had more than half a million. I had more than 500,000 channel points towards that. And I kept like my sub going like forever. And I even upped it to a level 2 sub to try to get channel points faster because I really wanted that 1 million point redemption. And when I was around 550,000 channel points, that streamer stopped streaming for good. Oh! Anyway, you have Turbo Bricks William, so I know you're not in ads right now. I was gonna wait to reply, but because I know we're in ads, but you have Turbo. So Spice, like, tell me what you want. What you really, really want? No. I like sub sandwiches. Ooh, I do too. That sounds good. Oh yeah, Alex. It was a bummer. I mean, I'm mostly bummed that the guy stopped streaming. I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but I'm kind of feeling dumb that I, you know, didn't ever get my million redemption. It was a physical thing too. I would still, like, I would have it. It's a physical thing. So it was going to be a cool reward. Oh well. How about a big old one of these for that experience? It happens. Mostly I just feel bad for that streamer for it not working out, but I totally get it. Streaming full-time is hard. Especially if you try to make a living out of it, and he was trying to make a living out of it. I can't imagine that. Especially after having streamed full-time for 6 months. I absolutely cannot imagine trying to make a living off doing this. Prime sub not yet available. Oh, because you used your don't worry about it, Brixploy. I'm not trying to tell any kind of sob story or try to get you to get extra points extra fast. I'm not doing that. But Prime's the way to do it if you already have Prime. Back when I had Prime, I kept forgetting to use my sub. I felt bad about that too. That's like a free sub any one of my streamer friends could have, and I kept forgetting to use it. That's like, I should feel pretty guilty about that. And I do. It's not cool. It's also not super easy to figure out how to use it right off the bat either. I often had problems. Like, there's a couple times I wanted to spend my Prime sub and I honestly couldn't figure out how to do it right. One time I accidentally got a regular sub when I didn't really have the budget for subs at that point. And I accidentally got one for a month. Oops, that's okay. So I see we're building up a nice shape here. It's got that arrowhead kind of shape going on. It's definitely, you can see from the picture down there in the corner. Definitely looks pretty good as a model. Looks like a Venator. Did you know that Venators are smaller than regular Imperial Star Destroyers? The Venator class Star Destroyer is a bit smaller. A few hundred yards smaller, something like that. A few hundred meters smaller. At least a couple hundred meters smaller. Shorter, I should say. And I honestly thought they were even smaller than that. I thought the Venator class was probably like a third the size of the regular Imperial Star Destroyer. But it's not, it's just a few hundred meters shorter. Maybe 200 or 300 meters shorter. Apparently. I mean, obviously, these are fictional ships. They don't exist, but they kind of do. Especially when you make models of them like this. When you make movies with models. Uh-oh. Hey! Hey, who's waking everybody up? Okay, I see what we're doing here. That's not right. So what did I do wrong? This part, that's in the wrong place. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Okay. Is the rebellion the bad guys, or is it the Empire? And tell me why. Well, it depends on your perspective. Was Jar Jar a Jedi all along? Just throwing that out there too. Why not? You hear a car where you are or where I am? Because I do have the door open. You probably did hear a car. There's one. We have a very busy thoroughfare just on the other side of some trees and some bushes. The trees and bushes block a lot of the noise, but that's very close to me is where cars go down into the Posey Tube under the bay from Oakland into Alameda. Alameda is an island off of Oakland that's very, very close to it. But still, you either got to take a bridge or go under the water. So the tube goes under the bay to Alameda. And it's right there, and motorcycles love to rev up and go a zillion miles an hour through the tube because there's no place for cops to hang out in there. I just assume that's why. So they get to go super fast, probably weaving in and out of cars. But is Johnny Lawrence the bully, or is it Daniel LaRusso? See? It gets a little shady, and I haven't even watched the most recent season. So, where are you? And why I activated GTO? You didn't even know why? Oh, that's where. Yeah, that's why you activated. Yes. Where you are, that's why I've activated GTO. Exactly. I am basically in downtown Oakland. I'm right on the edge of downtown Oakland. If you walk three or four blocks that way, you are right smack in the middle of downtown Oakland. No place for cops. There's no place for cops to hide. Cops are in your fridge. Uh-oh. I'll make sure not to speed when I'm in my fridge. So I don't get a speeding ticket in my own dang fridge. Okay. Yeah, that's Fungo Mungo, folks. That's what's that you wanted this? Say Susie what's it? Yes, that is exactly what we're talking about there. That is Fungo Mungo with their sounds. I do know how to speak, I promise. With their song Downtown Oakland from I'm thinking 94, 93, 93. Early mid 90s. I'm sorry your baseball team is moving to Sacramento and then Las Vegas. Why does Oakland keep losing sports teams to Vegas? I don't know, because Vegas has tons of money to spend on that and Oakland doesn't. I don't know why. I think they need to go to, sports. Those sports teams need to go to cities where there's more money and people can spend all kinds of money on tickets just to go see them. And all that merchandise and all that good stuff. Uh-oh, a piece hit the ground. I knew that would happen because this tray has hardly any wall. Surprised I haven't dropped more pieces, to be honest. Can't find the piece. But I don't really care about pro sports anyway. So I don't really keep up on it. Teams can move wherever they want. Doesn't really have any effect on my life. I watch the Super Bowl and that's about it. I used to watch the Olympics, and then we had the Olympics this year, and I just didn't even bother. So I guess I don't watch the Olympics anymore. I do like the World Cup, so pretty much World Cup and the Super Bowl. Those are the only two sporting events I really watch. I watch a lot of World Cup, but that's only every 4 years. So there you go. Can't find my part. And I almost spilled my coffee. Searching intensifies. There it is. All you gotta do is intensify your searching. You find it immediately. I found it harder to watch the Olympics because of the time difference and when the major events took place. Yeah, I just didn't even bother this summer. I think I missed the last Olympics too. I don't know why I don't care anymore. It just happened. I've gotten less and less interested in sports as time goes on. I used to play soccer. That's why I like watching it so much, because I know all the rules of that sport. I don't know all the rules of that many sports, like soccer and basketball. Actual English football, you know, not soccer, but I don't know all the rules to American football, although I know a lot of them, but there's way too many. Because it's basically just combat with a ball. Gotta have rules for proper combat. But Lego Masters I will not ever miss. If they add Lego Master building to the Olympics, now that will be good. Yeah, I don't know how they would do that, because it would be like everything would be down to the judges, right? Because it would be like ice skating or something. Yeah, ice skating, or like, you know, anything that requires judges, gymnastics, ice skating, it would be down to judges. So there'd be probably a lot of like disputes, but it'd be cool. And Joe is down. Nice. I wish I had the. Thank you for the follow. Very, very appreciate that. I very appreciate that. We have anonymous follows here, so I don't call followers out by name, but I do thank you very much. Yeah, it'd be so subjective. Yeah, and there'd be a lot of like, oh man, they didn't win with that tower that was so amazing. That castle was awesome, and that guy just did a brickhead or something. But it was the best brickhead anyone's ever made. You don't understand. It looked exactly like the dude they were trying to make. But anyway, I would watch it a bit. I would like to watch Lego Masters, but I don't have that network. What network is it on again? I watched as much as I could of the preview, which I think was 1 hour or 2 hours. Then I got locked out. That one's super subjective too, but it has to be. Fox, that's it. Yeah, I don't have access to watch Fox. It's like now, it used to be easy, you know, to, I guess you either had cable TV and just could watch stuff, or even before that, regular network TV was just use your antenna and pick it up for free. Now you gotta like pay for stations, and it's really complicated. You gotta pay for individual stations, and it kind of gets to be too expensive. Oh well. Then again, some people just steal stuff. Wrong. That's right, but this is wrong. Uh-oh, what did I knock off? I think I knocked something off, but I don't know what. Oh well. Look, I've ordered another effing 3 remote control toys. Radio control. One for even 100 euros. That better be a good one. It has to give me my happiness. Yes, that better be a good one. You can still get regular network TV if you get an HD antenna. That's the thing. Gotta get an HD antenna. And on smart TVs, They don't even like that, but yeah. Like a regular antenna won't work anymore. Before smart TVs, a regular antenna still worked in the modern age, but I guess I just dropped this. But now I don't think I can hook up a regular antenna to my smart TV. My smart TV will be like, the F is this? You think this is the 70s, boy? Get that thing out of here. And yeah, analog signal seems to be dead now. It's sad. I mean, definitely there's digital signals flying around, and you can catch them through the air, but you gotta get the HD antenna. So I guess I just need to get one of those, and I can still get network TV on that. And the little gremlin has gotten back up, to no one's surprise. I only call him a gremlin because his mom calls him a gremlin. I get a free pass. Antennas are so amazing. They communicate with space, facing their fork towards it. Their plate. Yeah. Yeah, I should get an HD antenna. I still think my smart TV would be like, get that off me. Get that out of here. Gremlin like the AMC car or like Gizmo. Specifically like Gizmo. I wouldn't call anybody an AMC vehicle from the 70s. Maybe it's just me, but I think the Eagle, the Gremlin, and the Pacer are three of the weirdest looking cars ever released by anyone. And not in a good way. Is Gizmo that goblin from Spider-Man? No, he's the leader of the Gremlins. Don't get your gremlins wet and don't feed them after midnight, Deep. I mean your mogwai. Don't get your mogwai wet and don't feed your mogwai after midnight or you'll get gremlins. That's your first thought. Was there a Gizmo the Goblin from Spider-Man? I don't know. I know Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Or never sing to them as well, or they will explode. Devin, you can sing to them. Jeez. Right? You can sing. You can sing to Mogwai and it won't explode. Devin made that up. What is Mogwai and Gremlins? I don't know. It's a movie. It's a movie from the 80s called Gremlins. And it's about these little cute furry creatures that are adorable, and they're called Mogwai, and they're just little furry fictitious creatures. And you're not supposed to ever get them wet. Don't ever drop water on them or let them into water. And don't ever feed them after midnight. Or they become the little monsters known as gremlins, which are the evil version of Mogwai. I have that movie on DVD. Nice. Well, invite Deep over and show him the movie then. Devin? Deep needs to be cultured about gremlins. Everyone should know about Gremlins. It's probably the greatest movie ever made. Am I right, Eric? There's Gremlins right there. The IMDb link. It is indisputably 1984, the single greatest piece of film ever produced by anyone in the history of filmmaking. And that's, no one disagrees with me. Hey, Koo had it on VHS. See, there you go. And Black Explorer had it on Laserdisc and Beta. Wow, Beta. That was a short sliver of in time where you could actually buy that on Beta. You can watch that movie on YouTube. It's free. Nice, Devin. Thank you. But you're still supposed to invite Deep over to watch at your place. It's only polite. VHS. Oh, that's right. Sometimes I forget that the 85 in Heiku's name is actually how old Heiku is. Heiku is 85 years old. Super old. So. Of course Heiku had it on VHS. I remember when it came out, it was pretty amazing, right? It was a good movie. I make fun of it because it's campy and cheesy at this point, but it's fun. And I don't think it was ever supposed to be anything but campy and cheesy. I mean, it was kind of a comedy, right? It was a bit of a like semi-horror comedy. Uh-oh, what did I break this off from? The hell? Where'd this come from? I just broke this off from somewhere and I don't know where. And I don't see. Where the heck was this? Beta and Laserdisc, two technologies that could have been more. Oh, for sure they could. You know why Beta failed, right? Because of Sony. They held on to it. They grasped onto it. They clung to it and said, no, it's only our medium. No one else can use it. Meanwhile, everyone else was like, okay, well, I guess we have to use VHS then. And then that sort of won out. As far as I know, that's the story. Sony clung too tight to their Beta. They should have licensed the medium. Hey, Deep, you can come to the balcony with me. Yeah, Deep. Devin's hanging out on the balcony. That's where he lives now. So you guys can watch the movie there on Devin's laptop on YouTube. I'll loan you an extra pair of headphones. Don't worry. I still have my Laserdisc hooked up and use it. Nice, Eric. See, there you go. Why not? That's some clean digital medium. GH Deep is coming over on the balcony. Let him in. Yeah, he's gonna have to crawl up like you did on the outside. I'm not getting up to let him in. I miss VHS. We had the Ferrari tape winder. The Ferrari tape winder to rewind tapes before returning them to Blockbuster. RIP, right? I think there's one Blockbuster left in the world in Bend, Oregon. I've seen the trailer, thank you. There you go. Yes, Heiku is 85 and still working night shift. Habits die hard. Yeah, if I make it to 85, I'm still going to be working. I don't think there's any retiring for me. I don't see that happening. You have to have something saved to live on. I'll close the fridge by locker after midnight. Uh-oh. Yes. Close the fridge after midnight for sure. Yeah, it is. I can't believe Still watches the Laserdisc. That's awesome. I don't remember Laserdisc to be that much of a hype unless you bowed down to Sony. It was a thing in the States, you know, Block Lobster. It was a thing in the States, but those guys are big. They're bigger than LPs, right? I think they're like 15 inches. Is that right, Eric? Aren't Laserdiscs like 14 or 15 inches? They're bigger than 12-inch LPs. They're big boys, and I don't know where this came from, so I should look back here. Just oh, I've knocked a couple of them off. Okay. I don't think these should have probably been put on yet, because I'm just knocking them off, but they're supposed to go like that and like that, and I'm just going to knock them off again. But at least we know where they go now. I remember them being as big or a bigger. Yeah, they're about the same size as the record, just thicker. Okay, so they're about 12 inches. All right, I was thinking they were bigger for some reason. I just probably in my head remember them being, you know, massive compared to CDs, which they kind of look like. They look like big, huge, thick CDs. But like they're pretty thick and sturdy. Like you could whap someone over the head with them and it would hurt. Okay, where was I? Only use your laser discs as a weapon as a last resort. Could be a good post-apocalypse weapon after you don't have electricity anymore to watch the discs. Our town library used to rent both the player and the disc movies. Wow. I'm impressed. That's I'm impressed that people were responsible enough to trust them and they didn't just break them all the time. Okay. Could you make a saw blade out of them? Oh, yeah. I mean, for sure. You'd have to destroy your disc, but yeah, you just cut notches. Cut notches out of the so little triangular notches out and make blades on the edges. And God, that would be pretty cool as a post-apocalyptic weapon. Because it looks cool. They look like, you know, huge, shiny compact discs that reflect the rainbow spectrum, the rainbow prism. That would be great in a post-apocalyptic movie. You have to clean the blood off of the blade after every battle because you want it to still be shiny. Want it to still reflect the rainbow prism. I totally woke up this morning and I was thinking, man, I bet today's the day I get into a conversation about using laser discs as post-apocalyptic weapons by turning them into saw blades. Yeah, this feels like that kind of day. And boom. This day just had that kind of feeling to it. Alright, I think this is going to have a definitely more presentable underside than the other Venator. That's where the other Venator that we made yesterday falls short. It doesn't have anything to show on the bottom. I remember using the microfiche machine at my library, me too, to look up old news articles for essays and papers. Me too, microfiche. Can you even? At some point, all that microfiche was converted to digital and went up on the internet. You could probably still look it up. You ever know what's gonna come out? You never know what's gonna come out of my brain? No. I think that goes for this whole stream. Unpredictable, especially with Alex around. It was, after all, Alex's idea to make the the disc into a blade. Yes, the laser disc. That's the word I'm looking for. Also looking for a piece. Got them all. Sorry, I didn't see we were going into ads there. Yeah, what a pain they were, right? Yeah, the microfiche. Yeah, and you hope that the original photograph of the article was legible. When was I supposed to do this? I don't remember doing that. Was that back here? When was that? I gotta go way back for this one. What? Was it all the way back? It's here. It's in this step. It's in the second step. That piece really gets glossed over. does go there. Sorry. I had to back that way up. Hold on. I should get one of these. Because this is what I just did. I just did a big one of those. Okay. This is where I was. Now that I have the proper piece in place. They still use microfiche at some records offices here for like births, deaths, marriages, and army service. Amazing! That stuff should have been transferred to the internet a long time ago. But if it works, you know. Yeah, way back to the second step. Can you believe that? Smash that mosquito. What mosquito? Oh. That does appear to be someone smashing a bug with their sandal. It's a thong sandal. I never did like those. I don't like the thong part going between my front toes there. Your front toes? As opposed to my back toes? Apparently I have front and back toes. That's okay. Kids now just have to talk into their magic pocket boxes and get it instantly. They'll never know the struggle of physically searching through different mediums. Yeah, like encyclopedias and microfiches. And guess I'm officially old now. Yep. Sorry, Brixplory. I mean, it happened. It happened right before our very eyes. Wait, is that all? Hold on. Okay. So this goes like this, and then this one just goes right on there, on nothing. One of us. Yeah. One of us. Join the old folks crew. Need another one of these. I have a magic box. It's not pocket sized though. It cooks food. It's the air fryer. I have a toaster oven that also is an air fryer. Little convection oven. That's basically what an air fryer is. It's a small convection oven. And ours works a little too well. You have to keep your eye on the food. You can't just set it and forget it, because you come back to, especially when it's on toast, to be honest. It nukes things on toast. It's better with the air fryer. You can walk away more successfully with the air fryer setting. I have one of those touchscreen toasters. Ooh, Devin, that's fancy. If I touch the screen of my toaster, I'll burn my finger. There's no screen. Ah. Okay, finally, these are hooking up to something. And then that's going to make it a little sturdier. A little. I remember using the Dewey Decimal System. Yep. And my school librarian stressing how important it was to learn the card catalog because we would need it when we got older. I mean, if you go into a library, maybe. Now, but no. Yeah. And if you had said, no, we're going to have this crazy digital system where you can look up information just using a phone line or just a phone, because we're going to have these little supercomputers in our pockets one day, librarian would have been like, get out of here. That's genuinely what I call it, the magic box. I don't know why this hasn't come up before. You having the magic box? I don't know either. You kept silent about your magic box, so to speak. It's all digitalized at my local library now. They got all the microfiche. On the internet? I know what you mean. The digital Dewey Decimal. The Dewey digital system. I don't know. But I mean, you still gotta find the books, right? It's still the Dewey Decimal System to organize the books, even if it's all digital. Which is in general a good system, although some things end up being in odd places compared to where you would guess they should go. Devin's currently watching me on his toaster. Nice. Nice. Excellent. Are you cooking anything in there? I kind of almost believe that, to be truthful. Not cooking anything in the toaster, just watching me on it. See, I don't even know the way we make up things around here. I don't even know if that's a real thing that's possible, but he said he has a touch screen on his toaster, so you know, you can watch TV at the gas station on the gas pump these days, so why not? This is some tricky kind of building. My library also has self-checkout, which I wonder what prevents someone from walking out with a book. It would never be overdue, so no fines, right? I imagine they probably have not only lots of cameras around, and probably, I don't know, maybe someone watching the camera, maybe not. But they probably also have things tucked inside the books that are alarms, right? Did I do this wrong? Oops. I would imagine they have little alarm devices, little flat alarm devices stuck to the cover of the book or something. I don't know. Our library has an app to request books and renew them now. That's funny that you can renew them without going to the library. I kind of like it. Alex, if you could be an animal, which would you be and why? I knew Deep was going to ask that. All right. Okay. Where's the part? There. Wrong box. I hope the library doesn't put die packs in the books. That's funny. Uh-oh, I dropped a piece. Right on the floor. Like banks do with cash, right? That's what we're talking about. Be pretty funny. We've had a self-checkout at the library for a good decade. They have security stickers and it sets an alarm off. That's what I figured. Yeah. Same as the banks. Yeah. With the explosive die somewhere stuck in the book. If you try to read the book after it's overdue, you're like, oh yeah, this, I guess it's mine now, and you open it up and poof. That'd be pretty funny. There we go. Alex took points off Devin for not doing that point deduction correctly. Perfect. All right, I think I'm getting to a point where I kind of need to eat something that has some protein in it. Alex, don't be a duck. She didn't answer which animal yet. How do you know she wants to be a duck? You could eat Lego as protein. I don't know how much protein is in Lego. I'll have to look it up. I think as long as Alex doesn't want to be a duck, I think we're okay. Right? These don't match, and that's okay, because they aren't going to be shown. Mama, how you doing? Nice to see you. Welcome back in. Actually, you haven't been in this stream yet, have you? I saw you in the other stream. The previous stream. Welcome on in. Do not encourage the eating of Lego. I shan't. Nope. Thank you for the shout. Appreciate that. If you're not following Mama, go over there and follow. And while we're at it, if you're not following Alex, get over there and follow Alex too. We got brick builders all over the place in here. Eat white elements, just in case those would full of proteins are white. Okay, got you. So eat white pieces because those have more protein in them than, like, well, obviously. Which do you think has more protein in it, Deep? A big black piece or two little white pieces? These are the important questions that we tackle on my channel. I remember my grade school put dye capsules in the fire alarm poles because they kept getting false alarms. They thought students were pulling the alarms, but they later found out there was a short in the wiring in the system. So that was the, like, there better really be a fire because you're going to get dye squirted all over if you break the fire alarm. Ridiculous. Had a therapy appointment and got that frappe while I was out. Nice. Nice. The big Lego has more protein? Okay. So color apparently doesn't matter that much. Doing great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear you're doing great, Mama. I'm about to go take a break because I'm starting to lose my concentration, and I think I need a little bit of protein in my otherwise non-existent diet because there's nothing in my belly yet today. Which is normal for this time of the day, but it's about time. To help my concentration. Make sure I don't crash. We don't want to crash midstream. At least not for avoidable reasons. Or even unavoidable reasons. Alright, one little part I'm missing. I will go get some protein. More studs equals more protein. So there you go. Glad you're doing okay. There, Eric. Alright, I think I've got everything I need here. Are we done with this, whatever this is? Ah, okay. So this was unpredictable. Interesting. This was really unpredictable. Okay. So it's only going on... Oh, I see. Wait, what? Okay. No, it goes on there like that. Since it's only on one stud, it can do that weird diagonal thing there. Because it's spinning on that stud. So I think we're going to do the other one on the other side. And then I need to go have a little breaky break. Grab some protein. Stretch my back. Visit the restroom. Just gonna visit. It's a nice room to hang out in. And I'll check my plants. Probably have to do a quick watering of the plants. So this will be a 5 to 10 minute break. Less than 10, more than 5, probably. Go eat a banana. I don't need potassium as much as I need protein. And I think the last banana we have is for my wife, because she takes a banana in the morning to go to work. Banana not happening. Protein bar will happen though. And I will go water the plants, for sure. That's alright. The dogs have to go out there. Nope, not in the balcony. No. Oh, I took the dogs out right before this stream. They're good. They went out less than 2 hours ago. Right about 2 hours ago. They're fine. But there we go. There's my piece. So I need this. And this round piece. And then this connector guy. Right there. Why are gardeners always embarrassed? Because they always wet their plants. Well, I'm gonna go wet my plants right now. And I also need to take a break so I don't wet my pants. So I'm covering all the bases here, really. Take a break to avoid... Sounds like a Harley. Alright, this is what we've got so far. So basically we've got the structure built. We're gonna start... Ho! That's right. It's Downtown Oakland, my co-host there, on motorcycle. So here's what we got. And I'm guessing like a couple more hours on this build. Probably 2 more hours and we'll be done. Not building fast or anything like that, so. So there you go. We'll be back in, call it 5 to 10 minutes and I'll be all refreshed and have some protein in my body and ready to go for another couple hours and finish this guy up. And then we'll compare it to the Venator we built yesterday out of Boba Fett's starship. So there you go. Different designer, different set, different bricks, different model. So we'll do that all when I get back. Thanks for hanging out, folks.
These nuts. Ha! Got him!
Alrighty, we're back. Did you hear the sounds during break? I think I have it set so that the sounds played during the break now. They only don't play during the intro, I think. Did you hear them? Yeah, I think so. Otherwise, when I came back from break, you would have heard them all. Yep, we heard. Good. Good, good. That's how it's supposed to be. Just not during the intro. Don't try them during the intro. The intro is sacred time. Thank you for the welcome back. Appreciate that. Let's see here. On the weird looking cars thing from before, the Citroen. Is that how you say it? Citroen? I've never known how to say that name. That car name properly. It would be either Citroen or Citroen. I don't know. Or Citroen? Somebody school me. C4 Cactus is the weirdest looking car. It has panels on the outside that look like they should be inside. Well, let's take a look. Let's look at... I'm gonna copy paste exactly what you wrote there and Google search it. Ah, that is odd. Odd looking car. Where's OBS? OBS has disappeared. So these are strange. Honestly, the rest of it is just pretty bubble-like. Not too offensive, but these panels are odd, for sure. So there you go. Okie dokie. Heiko has to take care of some work stuff, so I'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. As always, I always appreciate all my lurkers. Thank you for hanging out, folks. There's never any expectation nor obligation to chat. Chat if you want to, and don't if you don't. Most of the time when I'm lurking, I'm not chatting. That's just how it is. I try to force myself to say hi more often. But usually I'd just be lurking. I'd just be lurking. You talking to Heiku with that okay bye? Alex, I assume. It's kind of hard finding a black part on a black tray. They kind of disappear. They really disappear. There's a part there. No, you said we don't have to chat. Oh, okay. Bye, Alex. I'm not going to talk either, too. Let's everyone just chill out. No chatting, no talking for an hour. Wonder if you could do that now, because someone would come in chat and they wouldn't have heard that. Then they would start chatting. I'm actually a lot more likely to chat if no one else is chatting. Like, the more chat is going off in a stream, sometimes, like, especially if I'm just came in to the chat, if it's going off, I'm probably less likely to say hi. But if I've been in someone's chat for a while and it's been going off, and then there's like a lull for 5 minutes or so and no one's saying anything, then I'll just be like, this is my opportunity. And I'll just be like, sup. That's it. I try to at least leave some lurk emotes lately, when that's the most I can muster up. It's not that I don't want to talk. I often just don't have anything to say. And I know that doesn't stop a lot of people. Probably shouldn't let it stop me either. Ooh, okay. So this is the basis for the whole ship. The rest is filling out each very detailed side. The whole, like, I don't know, wall, wing, whatever, the whole side of the ship. I moved funny by accident and now my neck really hurts again. I hate that. I hate that when you're like, like lately I've been like, I feel like I've been doing a lot of those things where you're like, oh, I almost moved in a way that was going to pull a muscle in my back or my neck or something, and I somehow avoided it and backed out of it and didn't pull the muscle. That's happened quite a few times lately, especially with the back. Like, because I've basically only once ever, like, thrown my back out to the point where you can barely walk just from, like, bending over. And that was bad. I actually had to go to the doctor. What's been your favorite Lego theme? Star Wars. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah. Star Wars. That's always been my favorite. You'll see me doing, like, more than half Star Wars oriented, somehow related builds here. I don't know. His favorite team is always alternate builds. Yeah, I mean, if that's a theme, it seems like I do probably more alternate builds from Rebrickable than anything. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that I don't have income right now. So I can't buy sets. I can't buy new sets if I want to. And I do want to. There's lots of sets I want. So, there you go. And G-Monkey's in the house. How you doing, G-Monkey? Nice to see ya. We're building a Venator class Star Destroyer. That's what it's going to look like down there, hopefully. And we're going to compare it to the one we built yesterday. Designed by a different designer. And made from a different set. Yesterday we made a Venator from Boba Fett's starship. And today we're making it from the MIDI Falcon, set 75373. So there you go. Anything good coming in this week? Yeah, Brick Exploring. Anything good coming in this week? Not sure, depends on if I get a shipment. Oh, well, keep us posted. Keep us posted. Anything expected? Ah! That was only connected by one stud, so I guess I better be careful with it. And you're talking about getting a shipment at the shop, right? We're not talking about a personal shipment of Lego, unless there might be personal stuff in the shipment to the shop. Have I got that right? Don't worry, I still have your 2-page wish list on my desk. That reminds me of my throne, which is ridiculous, and I should like pare it down. My throne list is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous. It's not that big. Yes, a shopment. It's not a shipment, it's a shopment. I love it. A shipment to the shop is now a shopment. Did you just coin that? Gotta go do some yelling. Be right back. Uh-oh. I think there was a gremlin upstairs that somebody got some water on. Or fed after midnight. One of the two. Alex has to go deal with little upstairs gremlin. Well, I increased the font to be able to read with my old eyes. So, see, there you go. Now your list is that big, monkey. Technically speaking. Alright, adding detail to the outer wall here. And I guess this is just going to be one big plate. That's what it looks like in the picture I'm seeing, that I can't show you because these are paid instructions. I can always show them when they're Lego instructions or when they're free alt build instructions, because that stuff's available to anybody on the internet to just download. But these paid instructions from Rebrickable, I cannot show to protect the intellectual property of the designer. Gotta pay for them. So there you go. Otherwise, if I showed them on screen, you could just, you know, screen capture. Wouldn't be the highest quality, but you could probably still build it from a screen capture. I'm getting some personal shipments today for a mock. Ooh, nice. Okay, so there is a shopment and what would you call a personal shipment? We need a catchy name for that too. Hey Jimbo, how you doing? Nice to see you. We're building another Venator. We built one yesterday from Boba Fett's starship, and we're building another one designed by a different designer out of a different set, the MIDI Falcon. Good, glad you're good. Excellent. Alrighty. This is nice. This seals 2 seams. That's a nice brick placement. Where's this one? How's the backlog catalog coming? Monkey, did you see that? It's looking like a short, stubby Florida. Florida with a very small peninsula. Must have been cold in the water that day. Sorry about your peninsula, Florida. Where'd the other one go? Oh. Like that. Okay. Okay. It's not the size of the peninsula. Oh my goodness. It was cold in the Atlantic Ocean that day. Come on. Back off. Give Florida a break. Florida is going to do some shrinking. I hate to warn you all of this, but it's pretty much known. Devin might need to look for another state to live in at some point in his life. That's just reality. Also, I'm gonna have beachfront property here, which I currently don't. And Devin will be right back. Don't worry about what I said, Devin. You have a few years to think about it. Loading the balcony. Leaving the balcony for a bit. I eventually got there. Oh yeah, Devin's climbing down. He set up a rope ladder, so it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Interesting. Well, Miami. Hey, Pyrex! How you doing? Nice to see ya. Miami will disappear. Not sure who decided to build on a sandbar. What a clever idea. The whole state is very unfortunately gonna be below. I mean, not the whole state, but a lot of the state is gonna be below sea level in a matter of years, a matter of decades, at least. I mean, a lot of the peninsula is. And Alex has returned. I'm just glad Devin Devin's not camping in my front lawn anymore. Yeah, he's been living out on the balcony for like a week. He gets soaking wet every time I go out there and water the plants. He just now when he climbed down off the balcony, he was dripping wet. There's no room for him there. Too many chipmunks everywhere. Would anyone miss it? Would anyone miss it? Wait. What were we talking about? Florida? Okay, Miami. Just Miami. I'm like, somebody might miss the whole state. But no, Miami, no. Oh my, that was funny. Where were we? Yeah, I thought you were going after the whole state there. Look at this. Oh, I can't show you. Okay, we've got a different picture. It doesn't matter. I can't show you the instructions. They used a different thing in the instructions because this probably wasn't available in the instructions. Because this is very specific to this kit, and this piece might not be in the selection. So there we go. Excuse me. No, I like the Space Coast, the Space Coast bit of Florida. East Coast? You mean the coast? Do you know anything about a shrinking peninsula? Yeah, Scotty. Anything about a shrinking peninsula? This was looking like Florida earlier when there was only this much of it. You know? It was like the land part and then the peninsula. And as Florida was having a little bit of an issue with cold Atlantic water. Let's just put it that way. Doesn't look like Florida anymore, though. Yes, shrinking Florida, absolutely. Poor North America gonna lose its wang someday. Yes, it's just gonna fall off. It's gonna be engulfed. I don't suppose we should be laughing about it, but when you say it like that, it's kind of hard not to. Where the space stuff is, Cape Canaveral. Okay, because there's fake space stuff too, like Epcot Center. There's Disney space stuff. But I guess really Disneyland is the more space place. That's where the Star Wars stuff is, right? There's no... Did they do any Star Wars stuff out in Florida? Does anybody know? I haven't been to Disney World or whatever they call it in Florida since I was 11 years old. I've been to Disneyland a few times as an adult because I had kids and we lived in Los Angeles, so of course I did. Sounds like Florida isn't going to look like Florida soon. You know, give it a couple of decades and then you'll start seeing it shaped differently, I think, so to speak. And we'll see. I mean, oh, what was that? Thank you for the follow. We have anonymous follows here. So... I don't call followers out by name unless they want to speak up in chat. There's no obligation or expectation to do so, though I love my lurkers. I'm a big lurker all over Twitch all the time. So thank you for all my lurkers. Appreciate you. And for everyone who just decided to hit follow. Disney's okay. That can be saved. Yeah, we can save Disney. We can, like, jack it up or something. That's easy, right? Just the Disney part. Just jack it up and build roads up to it. Easy peasy. There's Lego space stuff in Florida. Lego space stuff? Ooh, nice. I didn't even know that. Disney World does have Star Wars. Oh, okay, I didn't know they did it there too. It makes sense that they would, but I only knew about it in Disneyland. Any further down in the swamps? Meh. I mean, you won't be able to save it anyway. But I'm sure we can put the whole Disney World thing on hydraulic pumps and just raise it 20 feet, no problem. Easy peasy. I'll just use some of that big Disney money. Disney have complete rip-off Star Wars area. Uh-oh. Build a droid, $200. Want a brain so it can move another $200. Oh, no. Really? Is it? Not a fan? I'm taking it. That wasn't a good review. Disney gonna buy Florida and reboot it. That's what I'm talking about. See, the Disney money. See, we got eventually to the same spot there, resulting in failure and alienation of the traditional fan base. That sounds like something Disney could do pretty easily. There is Legoland Florida. Okay, can we save that, or just pick it up and move it? I'm pretty sure the mainland area that's not the peninsula is going to be fine. They might lose a little bit of shoreline, but there will still be some of Florida left, so we could like move stuff up there. I don't know how the weather is there though. Honestly, I bet without that peninsula there, the hurricanes hitting the mainland and not like buffering, you know, not being buffered by the peninsula might be worse for the South in general, including like Georgia. I don't know. We should stop talking about the gloom and doom. Let's talk about Star Wars. Disney's already quite high out of the ground. I mean, it's hard to talk about Star Wars and not talk about Disney now, right? We didn't do that. They built the service tunnels on ground, under the ground, and then the park on top. Okay. So there you go. That would have been very forward-looking for Disney World to build themselves up several feet. They'll at least give themselves another like 5 or 10 years while the rest of, you know, Florida kind of melts away. A lot of the highways in Florida seem to be raised from what I remember. Like there's a shoulder of rocks and then there's like swamp and stuff down and alligators. Not even kidding. They have freaking dinosaurs in Florida. Anyway, to experience all the things in the Star Wars area, you're looking at about $1,000 for a family of 4 on top of your Disney trip. Hey, that's just fantastic. I guess, I mean, we haven't really even thought about going to Disneyland since our kids grew up. And that kind of cost, I've heard it's expensive now, but that kind of prohibitive cost, yeah, that kind of seals the deal. Until I, you know, fall into a huge pit of money. They did build it on in a swamp, so they needed a bit of up, right? And if they were forward-looking enough, they should have figured that being a hurricane-prone area, they should, you know, accommodate for flooding. Even if they're only thinking temporary flooding, eventually it's gonna get there, right? A man in an Orlando commercial just popped up on my TV. Big Mouse is listening. That stuff happens all the time. Watch what happens on the next commercial ad break here if you get one. And tell me if something happens like that. But yes, the ears are out there. I mean, almost all of us have phones, right? We're on a roll, GH. Death yesterday and coastal erosion today. What a sad topic will be next. Hey, it's a week of Mondays. We already figured that out. It's a weird week of gloomy Mondays, I suppose. Next week is all Fridays, though, so we got that to look forward to. And I completely made that up, so you can definitely hold me to it. Went back to an area of the UK that I have not been to for 20 years now. It's amazing how much of it has been lost to the sea. Really? I thought you were going to say how much of it has been paved over and covered in buildings. That's what happens when I go to my hometown of Corvallis, Oregon. I'm always, you know, it's been more than 10 years, I think. Maybe even more than that. It's going to be completely different. Cities like that just keep growing. I don't get ads on here? Of course you don't. You got that battery next to your name. I had to cancel all my subs because I just don't really have a budget for it anymore, but I kept my my turbo because I just don't want to see ads everywhere. I spend way too much time on Twitch to be watching all those ads. No thank you. $50 each to sit in the Falcon and play with the controls while watching an interactive video. $50 each. That's sad. Oh well. I guess otherwise they would just, you know, they're thinking everyone would just traipse through there and like get it all messy and break stuff and whatever. I don't know. They're trying to keep us riffraff out of there. And they're probably succeeding. Man, I would love to go see it, but I guess you just have to know that in advance, hopefully, and be prepared for it and save up extra money if you're going to go do something like that, so you don't shortchange yourself. That's too bad. Let's talk about how the same family that owns Hill Rom the #1 hospital equipment company, also owns Batesville Casket Co. The #1 casket company. Ugh. Too many dark jokes come to mind here. I need to just... I'm going to show restraint. I'm trying to just calm my brain down and just let's not write any more jokes in our head that we shouldn't tell. That does seem like a big grift, though. That seems like a racket, more like a racket. You don't want to know how much building your own lightsaber costs, right? I've heard about this at Star Wars. It's probably another $100 or some stupid crap to get your own, whatever. And Scotty dropped another Lego. Watch out when you're walking around here, folks. There's Legos all over the floor thanks to people like Scotty and Devin. Just constantly dropping Legos everywhere. And I'm not picking up the Legos. Legos. Looks looky? Do you like the look of the looky look? This is actually the interior structure. Don't look. Don't look at it. Do not look at the man behind the curtain. Here's the curtain. There's the curtain we're going to be plopping down. Something like that kind of... Something this like-ish. So, I think it'll be pretty nice. Oh! Alex was listening. Stupid autocorrupt. Looky looky. Oh. Were you looking, Scotty? Alright, more details to the front of this thing. I think it's going to look pretty nice. It's going to, maybe overall as a model, look better than the one we made yesterday, but from just the top, the one from yesterday is going to win, because it's only designed to be looked at from the top. Haven't you ever done the Lego Firewalk? Only when I was a kid on accident. I don't know. That would have to be some sort of expensive redeem during a charity event only that I would ever subject my feet and my Lego to that. It's mean to both your feet and your Lego. Love your Lego. Love yourself. I would consider it, like I said, for charity. I don't think I would do harmful stuff in general unless it was for charity. I don't think in general the self-harm thing is not great. Not for me to experience, not for anyone to watch. But if it's for charity, I think it's fine, and it's kind of funny in that instance. I don't know why. Just because, I don't know, everyone does it. Eat them hot beans or whatever. Or that vomit-flavored bean. Have fun. The charity thing is when I really think it's super fun to troll streamers the most. And, you know, they literally ask for it. Literally. So there you go. Some guy built Riverwood. Yes, right? Was it you who brought that up before? That sounds so cool. Out of Lego, including interiors with removable roofs so you could look in. Awesome. The river is the most time-consuming. Multiple layers of base of blue bricks, then clear bricks, then clear plates on top. Yes! I remember you told us that. That sounds so cool, and I want to take a look at it. If you ever see it, it says he built it. Where is it? Is it? Does anybody have pics of it? I imagine there must be pics of it somewhere. Lego did at one time make brick-proof slippers. That's funny. I mean, you know, good for them for having a sense of humor about it. I know they've made other jokes like that, like one of the horror posters, right? I think is the horror of stepping on a brick at night. The pain. Does that really go like that with the overlap? I kind of hate that overlap right there. But I think it does. Yep. Alright, let me back it up just to make sure. 64. Yep. Yep. Okay. Those Lego-proof slippers are called priests, as they save your souls. Is that for real? Because that's a funny pun. But do they really call them that? Or did you just make that up? I'm good with either one. That pun actually gets a little giggle, which most puns don't. Most puns get a head shake. That one was approved. Oh, look how we're sticking this in there. With the top stud to the side and the side stud pointing forward. Here. Like that. That's cool. I wanted to start a dating site for AFOLs called Single Stud Connection. Hey. That one writes itself, doesn't it? Okay, so I did this wrong. It's not on the top stud, it's on the side stud. There we go. It's too busy reading jokes. See, now I think that's a joke, but it could be for real, because that would maybe work. That could maybe work. No, but they did have metal-soled shoes. It wasn't real, okay. Metal-soled shoes back in the Middle Ages due to certain people leaving rather nasty pointy bits on their floors to deter assassins. Yeah. Same thing, pretty much. If they had had Legos back then, they would have left Legos. I did it again. Twice. You can take 2 off if you want. I don't care. Such a rebel. I think that's like 4 times during this stream I've used improper pluralization of Lego. I'm gonna get my license revoked one of these days if I keep doing that. They take that stuff seriously at Lego. Did you see Lego made 3D printed brick out of meteorite? Yes. Wonder if the world. I thought it was out of moon. They did the meteorite one too, though, right? They did the one that was made out of moon dust for the specific purpose of being able to make interlocking bricks to build structures out of on the moon, out of the materials at hand on the moon, so they wouldn't have to, you know, bring building materials up to the moon. Is this just a *1? I don't see *2 anywhere, but this feels like, I guess it might be part of the, I don't know what we're working on. Oh, okay.